The reality of sickness, suffering and pain and struggles are real, and we cannot run away from them. Dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, in today's Gospel, Jesus speaks about His passion and death. In fact, Jesus has already spoken about the same in verses 21 and 22 of the same chapter, which states, "But He charged and commanded them to tell this to no one, saying, The Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders and chief priests and scribes and be killed, and on the third day be raised up." Luke mentions merely after 8 days, Jesus reminds them once again about His passion and death. As the Gospel narration continues, Luke mentions that after 8 days, Jesus takes Peter, James and John to a mountain, and there in prayer, Jesus' appearance changes and He transfigures. But as they were coming down the mountain, a man comes up to Him and requests Him to heal his son from the possession of an unclean spirit. When the apostles were unable, Jesus says, "O faithless and perverse generation, how long am I to be with you and bear with you? Bring your son here." And later, Jesus heals him. It is after this we have today's Gospel, where Jesus cautions and reminds His disciples of the impending danger. This whole narration may remind us of the incident that took place in the life of Moses. As Moses came down from the Mount Sinai with the 10 commandments, he saw a faithless multitude who were worshipping an idol. Though Luke may draw parallels between Jesus and Moses, thus describing Jesus as new Moses, yet we know that Jesus is much higher than him. He is the Son of God. Today's Gospel teaches us of the harsh reality of human suffering, that is, suffering and death. Everyone has their own suffering. This does not mean that we should live a miserable life, or must not work towards alleviating our suffering or avoid having a happy life. The reality of sickness, suffering and pain and struggles are real, and we cannot run away from them. Rather, we must face them courageously. Jesus did not run away from the cross. Rather, He lovingly embraced the pain and humiliation of the cross. Therefore, we read in Philippians chapter 2, verses 8 to 9, St. Paul saying, "Being found in human form, He humbled Himself and became obedient unto death, even death on a cross. Therefore, God has highly exalted Him and bestowed on Him the name which is above every name." With the help of God, let us also accept our sufferings, pains and struggles, that we too may find victory at the end.